All right, how's it going? So this is going to be a little bit different for today. We are going to be going over a recap of the trades I took on the market yesterday during the Globex session when things were starting to get pretty volatile when basically the Japanese market opened up. Here you can see I entered into a trade long. I wasn't sure how just anything was really reacting yet to the big drop that we had at the open. You could see on the 5-minute chart that we dropped down pretty low. I didn't have my mic on when I was doing this, so I figured I'd recap it. And yeah, it's just, we were in this trade waiting, and I was trying to see it, like I was just thinking like, okay, maybe we'll recover this gap early on. That's what I was thinking here. We kind of came up, we touched the area on the 5-minute candle a little bit, and kind of flushed back down, and I started kind of seeing it coming back up. So I thought, maybe we'd revisit this and clean out the area of the gap. I did have my take profit at the low of Friday's close, basically, where we would kind of consolidate it out. And yeah, I just kind of was hanging out over here and waiting for this to kind of play out. And you could see how much the price is just moving around. The liquidity was kind of just all over the place. I mean, price was gapping, I think, like a few dollars at some point each move. Yeah, so just kind of waiting this one out, seeing if it pops up into where I was going. One other thing I was looking at was just playing micros. I needed about 650, I believe, to pass this combine that we've been working on here, and I didn't want to, with how everything was moving, I didn't want to go in on NQ. Granted that it wasn't good market conditions, you kind of get smoked out of your profits pretty easily. So practicing just good risk management, staying on NQ and running tight stops. You could see my stop was at 151, and running tight stops like that, it gives you a few more chances to expose yourself to the market to see what the market is actually doing. So I see that it's still pushing down here on the 500 tick. I do get stopped out here down 160, and I wait for this pop back up, see if it has a little liquidity grab, and I'm waiting to get back in it. So now that I have a good indication that this market is just going to stay short, due to you could see the downward movement on M&Q, on the 500 tick, and with that downward movement, I am basically just thinking, okay, well, this is just going to be grabbing maybe a little bit of liquidity to the top, and we're just going to see downward movement like one after another from here on out. So yeah, I stayed with 3 micros on a lot of these moves going down. So this was the first one. Same thing, just running a really tight stop. You could see I'm looking for the movement back down to that area that I was kind of pointing to. That's kind of seems like where price needed to flush down. If we got past that low, I could really see that it was going to start to run. At some point here, I was checking the dome and just seeing if we were going to get any runners to the downside. Now, price was moving here, really erratically at points, and I was just trying to think, where can I add to my positions? That was been the thing. You can see me looking around here and going, okay, this is spread out pretty abnormally for most of the Globex sessions when you have NQ or even MNQ. So yeah, I was just trying to look where I could add to positions, where I should be taking profit, on the lines of kind of all that stuff. So yeah, we're just watching this one play out here. You could see I'm still looking here for a position of I always kind of look for, okay, I'm in a position, where am I going to get out of this position? Where am I, where's my stop going to be? That's usually my first one. Where's a good place for my stop going to, I want to have a tight stop. Where's that going to be? And then where am I going to get out, especially on a market like this? And then, like you could see here, where should I add to this position? So if we got a break, it looks like I was probably targeting 315 or something. If we got a break of the 315 and it did go past that and I was holding up, 310 might be a good entry for me. So it looks like I was moving my stops around that area just mainly for that reason, that I was going to wait for it to hit there. Alright, so we started to break up a little bit higher here. This is, roughly getting to this top portion where price is kind of getting a little past VWAP, not really getting over where I just put this limit sell at 335. So I was looking at that, just kind of, the price was bouncing back, and that was another position in this zone that I'm kind of, this consolidation zone that I could scale into. So I moved my stop up just a little bit, just to give myself a little bit of breathing room, and I'm just waiting for this market to still get to my take profit here. The thing is, like I said, this is M and Q, so it does give me a lot more room. Right now I'm basically at half a mini contract, so giving myself that breathing room, and say I'm down to 11 here, that still allows me to take more trades. I mean, I keep my daily loss at $600. If I'd lose that, it still allows me almost $300 to get into another trade and make some of those profits back. So a lot of times, M and Q is your friend in these trading combines. So you can see now we are down, we're in profit here, and we're just going to wait for price just to keep flushing down. Hopefully, like I said, we get to this next target here, and I'll bump this up. Alright, so we just flushed down into our next fill. We got filled there. We're in one contract shy of a mini, and we are waiting for this market to drop some more, and boom, we got that. So ate up our losses from our prior trade. We are now up 264, and the market is now getting momentum to the downside. We broke the previous structure that we did have at the level I was looking at it at about I think that was 310, 309, around there, and we are moving down. We are now breaking also out of my zone. So as we break out of my zone, I always look for the retrace, as I'm doing right here. I'm looking for it coming back up, trying to see if I could get a better entry on this retracement of price. And right now, if you see, I keep going in on limit sells, and the reason I was going in on limit sells was because the spread was so wide that I wanted to get in at a certain price. I didn't want to just hit a market buy and it just fill me at it just a terrible price. So I was trying to get these limit sells. Would I get them all the time? You never know. Sometimes you miss it by a wick, or whatever it may be, but you can see I was trying to aim for these limit sells. I got in here, and now we are going to wait for price to come back down. Once again, really tight stop. $114 stop. This gives me room again. I'm up to 63, so I won't be giving away all these losses completely. Not yet, at least, and we are going to wait for price to keep flushing down. Yeah, we're just in the waiting game now, and this is when, you know, even the market was getting closer to 5 o'clock. Usually 5 o'clock you see a lot of liquidity come into the Globex market, and yeah, we're just waiting for it to flush down more. I believe now I'm also here looking to see like where I could add, where my take profit's going to be, where is my stop in a good position. Should I move my stop? This 317 looked like this was a good area for a stop, so if it did retrace all the way back up to the top, I wouldn't get stopped out right away. And if I did, it's like I said, you're not taking a lot of heat. $114. We're on M&Q. That's just managing the risk there. So yeah, let's move up a little bit and see where we're at on this trade. Okay, so as we move forward on this trade, you can see I still am keeping a really tight stop. We are consolidating around this price. It was a low of 271. I know if 271 breaks, we're gonna flush to the downside. The way the DOM was and just everything looking at this, I am just patiently waiting for the 271 break. I am in a really good entry still from having that pullback from before, and I stayed at 3 lots. I didn't feel comfortable sizing into this. I only needed about the $400 to pass, and you can see we got this break. That's that flush I was looking for, and here it comes. Boom, took profit 663, passed our combine 53,012, and yeah, we're good on passing this one. I was really waiting for that break of the consolidation that you could see there under my range, and if it did come back up, retested and stop me out, that's fine. We still had room to try for another short, and as we know today, I mean, the market just dropped like crazy after this, and yeah, I just caught it early on in the day. 4:33. I mean, the market opened at 3, so this is like an hour and a half after market. Beat the 5 o'clock rush and got this combine passed. We'll go into the performance tab here. So here you can see in the performance tab, 66.67% daily win percentage, 74.29 trade win percentage. Here I'm just going through the days, looking at everything. I believe it was 7 days, 35 trades total that it took to pass this combine. Yeah, you can see everything kind of going through here. We did have those 2 days, basically down $1,200 with those 2 days of hitting our daily loss limit. And yeah, actually 8 days total, I believe. Eight days to pass this one with two daily loss limit days. So not bad. You could see all the trades that I took going into this, and yeah, it was pretty relaxed combine to pass. Just using just the charts, no book map. This was it. And we're gonna get into an XFA next, and we're going to be doing the same exact thing we did to pass this combine in an XFA, get our profits up there, and yeah, I'll be showing you guys how everything goes through there. So I lock myself out. That's it. So hope you guys enjoy this. I'll see you on the next one. Like, subscribe.